Hi everyone, and welcome back to Cooking in Pink Foods. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Charlene and I'm about to take you on a food adventure from right here in my kitchen. So come on, join me. Hello and hafa adai everyone. And for those who are wondering what hafa adai means, well, that's our way of saying hello from my beautiful island of Guam. And another way we show our greeting and love is through our food. And one of those popular dishes is our corn soup. So join me so you can feel all the love from our island in the Pacific with our Chamorro corn soup. Come on. Starting off with dicing 2 large ribs of celery, slicing them lengthwise, then into dice. Then dicing 4 cloves of garlic. And keep in mind the fresh veggies add so much flavor to the dish, but you can always substitute with the powdered versions. And now dicing half of a large onion, and I'm dicing them to be smaller than the corn kernels, but it's totally up to you of how you prefer your onions. All right, now for the green onions, and we are going to dice this up and save it for the very end. And for my chicken, I'm using leg quarters, simply removing any excess skin and fat. Now, you can use boneless, skinless, or breast, but I find breast to be a bit too dry, and the bone-in gives the best broth. All right, now seasoning my chicken on both sides with salt and pepper, seasoning to taste. Then adding a few tablespoons of olive oil to a pot where I'm gonna lightly brown my chicken, cooking on medium-high heat for about 3 minutes on each side. Then removing it from my pot where it will cool down and be ready for shredding. And once all my chicken is out, I'm going to drop in my celery, onions, and garlic and cook that down on medium heat where I can caramelize them without burning them. Then adding a dash of salt and pepper and placing my chicken right back into the pot along with 2 quarts of chicken broth. Now you can use chicken stock or even water, but because I'm using chicken broth, I'm adding only 2 cubes of chicken bouillon. But had I used water, I'd be adding 4 cubes rather than 2. Now just placing the lid right over and allowing it to cook on medium heat till my chicken is cooked all the way through. Now for my corn, I have 1 can of whole kernel and 1 can of cream corn, but really you can use any corn you like, even fresh corn. And for my creaming agent, I'm using coconut milk, but for some reason you prefer not to use it, you can always use evaporated milk instead. But coconut milk will give it that amazing creaminess you can't get with anything else. Ask my husband, who is not a big fan of coconut, but would not have this soup any other way. Now for the thickening agent, I'm making a flour slurry using a 1/2 cup of flour and 3/4 of a cup of water, getting that well combined and then pouring it through a sieve, removing any clumps. Now, once my corn, my slurry, and my milk are all opened and ready to go, it's back to the pot to remove my fully cooked chicken and placing that into a clean container to cool and shred. Now, some people eliminate this process by using chicken wings instead, but for me, this way, which by the way is my mom Rita Q's recipe, it's the best. All right, now that my chicken is fully cooked and it's cooling down, I'm going to add to my pot both my whole kernel and cream corn and allow that to cook on low heat while I shred my chicken, and you can shred it any way you like. Heck, you don't even have to shred it at all, which is my favorite way to have when I'm in that mood to have it with some steamed rice. But I'm having it with some crackers today. So I'm going to be shredding this a little bit more on the chunkier type shred, but it's really up to you. All right. Now, once my chicken is ready and shredded, I'm going to bring my soup back up to a boil. Then using the sieve once again, just to be sure it's smooth. And now pouring down my slurry while carefully stirring. Please be very careful while doing this step. This is a very thick and hot soup. And just continue to add that slurry while stirring. And once you reach a very thick gravy-like consistency, you can go ahead and discard any leftover flour mixture. It's always best to have more than less. Now for the coconut milk, just adding a half a can. Now a half a can is plenty. You're going to be tempted to want to add the whole thing, but I like the coconut milk flavor, but I don't want to take away from the broth itself. So a half a can of coconut milk, and the moment it starts back up to boil, remove it from the heat and add in your shredded chicken along with some dried parsley flakes and your green onions, and oh my goodness, here we have it, Chamorro corn soup. And it's not just any Chamorro corn soup, it's my mom, Rita Q's famous Chamorro corn soup that everybody loves, especially me. And I promise you, if you try out this recipe, you're gonna say the same. You're gonna love it too. Well, it's about that time. Si Zuas Ma'asi, everyone, and that means thank you in my Chamorro language. And I really do hope you all enjoyed today's video, and I hope you try it out. Like I said, you're going to love this creamy, warm, delicious, comforting dish. So yes, give it a try. And when you do, enjoy. Thank you all so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And don't forget to click on that notification bell as well, so you can be updated. More food adventures with me, Charlene, right here in my kitchen, where every day I'm cooking in pink boots. Bye.